Yo, what is up, everybody? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. My name is Jerome, and welcome to the channel. First and foremost, if you do enjoy the video, please remember to like and subscribe. With that being said, I want to go over the deck that I played this weekend at a tournament where I went x-1. My only loss was in the final round against Flunderies. Other than that, I had a great time playing this deck. I played Brigade sprites, and it's really fun. I enjoyed this way more than the typical sprite deck with just the toad and stuff like that. And now I know I talked a lot of smack about sprites in the past videos. Never did I ever say that the deck was like horrible. I just said it, I think the deck is great, it's good, but it's very boring playing it the typical way with toad and with the swap frog and stuff. So I decided to start switching it up and do the Brigade thing, and I'm going to probably do the live twin build as well whenever I get those cards. But yeah, so I just wanted to show this off because like I said, I had a lot of fun playing this build, and also I think it has more potential. I think it has more ceiling than just a regular toad because you have so many different avenues of playing, and you're not relying so much on your XYZ summons. Basically, you're mostly just relying on all your link summoning, which is good because that means D barrier is almost essentially useless, against you in a way. But yeah, without further ado, let's start this deck profile off. Start off with the 3 blues. You gotta do it, right? Gotta play the blues. Had the 3 jets as well. Gotta do it. And then I did 1 red and 1 carrot. You don't need to do any more than that. I mean, I think that is pretty much about it with that. There's not much to be said about the whole sprite engine. And then for the Brigade, did 3 kit. I think I've seen somebody do the rescue cats. I don't do the rescue cats because I don't do the rescue cats because I just don't really have place for it, and it's kind of risky to do that because you're giving up your normal summon. And say if it gets negated, then you're pretty much kind of screwed and you're stuck with a level 4 monster. So I did the 3 fractals, which is crazy because I think I've only seen these like maybe 1 time, which is weird. But I've never seen that happen before. But yeah, leave it to me, right? 2 Nervals and then 2 Karaz. Now I think I see some people do three Nervals. You only need to do 2. At one point I forgot that I was only doing 2 Nervals and I accidentally side decked one of them out, and I had one in my hand and I went to go dump the other one with the kit, and I was like, oh crap, I only play 2 Nervals. That's right. So I kind of forgot about that. But yeah, you only need to do 2 Nervals just because you're not really relying on it, and it's also a level 1. And then there's only 2 Karaz because you're only relying on this after you pretty much send this to grave with kit, and then you search for this to just basically either special summon it or normal summon it to do its effect. And then just 1 more just in case if you needed another one in the future. But you don't need to do 3. 3 will just make it too bricky. For the hand traps, we did obviously the 3 Ash Blossoms. You gotta do the Ash Blossoms. Ghost Ogres, 2 DD Crow, and then 2 Nibs. Out of all the hand traps, I think the Nibiris are the ones that I'm just going to take out because a lot of people are playing around Nibiris these days with almost every deck, and some decks don't even make more than like 4 summons, sometimes only 3 summons per turn. And so these are kind of like just not really needed anymore. So I'm gonna probably take them out for something else. For the spells, we have the 3 starters with the 1 smashers, pretty standard. And then we have the 2 tinkies. I hate having a gold one. I need to change that one out. It is what it is. 2 dark rollers. I wanted to do a 3rd one, but at the same time, I wanted to keep it at 40. I didn't really want to go to 41. I don't know. I just wanted to stay at 40, but I need to find something to bump this up to 3 and hopefully keep it at 40. But if not, it's fine. Called by, and then the Foolish Burial for your kit. And that's it for the spells. And then for the traps, we got the 1 Brigade Revolt with the 2 Imperms. Again, I tried to do 3 of these, but I just didn't really have space, so I just said screw it. I'm just gonna keep them at 2. Oh, I just hit the camera. Sorry about that. And yeah, that will wrap up the main deck. I think it's like somewhere roughly around like it was 40, sorry. So yeah, 40 in the main. And do the extra deck now. Got the 2 elves. I don't think you need a third one in this build, but also haven't tested a third one. So 1 bear broom, then the 1 Brigade. Which in this build you always want to go for bear broom. Basically first every time. The only time I ever go into Brigade is if I'm going for like an access code talker play. Other than that, I never really go into it. 1 IP, and then the 1 Alpalooza, and then the 2 boss monsters of the deck, which is the Shrek, the 1 Almirage, and then we got the 1 Ancient Warrior, Dragon Lords, and then we have the Access Code Talker, which is the last boss monster that you can pull this off a lot more often, I think, in this build than the regular build of sprites. And then you got your Zeus, obviously your Sky Cavalry for the Zeus play, and then the last 2 are the 2 gigantic sprites. Like I said, small. It's a small XE's engine, so that's why Deep Area you don't really fear as much, because you gotta think these are the only 4 XE's you have, and then the rest is literally all Link monsters. So you mostly do nothing but Link monster plays. The only time that you use your XE summon is either you're going to Zeus the field, or you're just going to go into gigantic sprite to special summon out a level 2 Brigade monster that you didn't have, like Kit or something, or you just special summon out your blue or your jet, most likely your blue, just to, you know, start up your sprite engine. And then for the side deck, I did 1 Droll and Lockbird. I need to get another one of these. Well, they're getting reprinted, but you know, thank God. But I need to get another one of these, because these in my opinion are really, really good right now. I mean, this stops so many freaking decks. And you gotta think, if you play against Drytron like how I did, and I literally got lucky and had this in my opening hand, and I used it on his first search, and it literally shut down his entire turn. He literally just couldn't do anything. This also works against sprites pretty good as well. They activate Blue's effect in the main phase. You send this, now they can't do use Jet's effect to get a spell, so that means that now their next turn they're not going to have you know, like on your turn they're not going to have a starter or a smashers unless they open up another one. You know, and it also helps out with the Brave engine as well, because they activate like Enchantress, and then you do this, and now their Fateful and stuff is just going to sit there because they're not going to be able to add anything. And then it also helps out with Dragon Links, all this stuff, man. Like Blunderies, all of it. It hits so many decks. So I think this is going to become probably a 2 of staple in my side deck from here on out. The 1 Token Collector, I would take this out for the second Droll that I'm going to hopefully get here soon, because I never really ever used the Token Collector. I did the Psy-Frame Gamma package. Now, I never put it in. I never even found myself needing to put it in, because I feel like with the Brigade stuff, you don't really fear too much of the I guess the monsters that you're going to be facing. So I don't know. I might cut these out for something else. They're really good still, because you can stop you know, someone else's turn if they're also playing sprites or something. 1 Harpies, and then I put in the extra Dark Ruler just in case. And then I did 1 Reboot, then 3 Solemn Judgments, and these are just becoming the normal thing now, I think, in like everybody's deck, basically, not just only in the sprites, because you know, you put this in, you're stopping the Dark Rulers from happening to you. You can also stop like an Ultimate Slayer from happening to you. And I think the most important reason why people are putting this in is, you know, just for the Dark Ruler, and also if someone normal summons in a sprite deck, you just hit their normal summon with this, and it pretty much ends their turn. I actually had that happen at the regionals. They were playing like the live twin version of the deck, and they normal summon one of the live twin monsters, and I Solemn Judgment it, because I was like, that stops your search, and on top of that, that stops you from special summoning out anything. He looked at me when I solemned it, and I was like, yes, I'm judgment that card. And he said, dang. And it went to the graveyard, and he was like, pass turn, because that was his only play. The last 3 cards, these were evenly matches. I had to borrow them from a friend, so that pretty much makes up the deck. Also, I forgot to get the freaking mat, but I'll go grab it real quick. But anyways, these, I'm thinking I'm gonna take the Nibiru's out for these, because I've seen that in the Euronats that people are main decking these, and I can see exactly why. I mean, there's so many good uses for this, especially in the Brigade build, because if you can normal summon Kit, you basically can just activate enemy controller, tribute your Kit, take their monster, and then now your Kit gets the effect where you can just dump a Nerval and then search for a Caress. So I think it's a pretty good trade-off. So I'm thinking about main decking these and taking out the nibs for them. I think that'd be pretty good. But that will be after this next tournament that I'm going to, because I'm going to be playing Sky Strikers. So yeah, let me get the mat that I won real quick. So yeah, so this was the mat that I won from the regionals. It's pretty cool, right? Cool little winning mat that I won. So, you know, at least I didn't leave home, you know, leave there empty-handed. So yeah, but like I said, I had a pretty good fun time at regionals, even though I didn't do good in the main event. I wasn't expecting to do good at all, really. But yeah, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.